So everyone's peak Bitcoin versus ETH right now. But then there's the magic of the ETF, and people are so predictable. So right now, everyone's front running the Bitcoin ETF. And exactly as you say, Ovi, the next thing that's going to happen, the moment that that is out, it'll be, fuck, the ETH ETF is coming.
Yep.
And all of that capital that was front running that will just be washed into the ETH trade, which will hypercharge that wedge and kicks off towards the summer. Very interesting to see the chart of ETH Bitcoin, kind of long-term weekly chart. It's been a very interesting, that to me is an incredibly interesting chart, because I actually draw the wedge coming up from 2017 low through the 2020 lows. This is what I'm really interested in.
Holy shit.
If this is right, this is a fucking massive wedge pattern. And we're putting in the stuff that I look at, DeMark indicators, everything else. They're suggesting the low comes this week, next week, the week after. So I'm thinking that the narrative around ETH is going to be wrong. It's going to catch people offside. People have basically, because there's been no new money in the space, so they've sold their ETH to buy Bitcoin.
Okay.
Because of the ETF, right? And this point in the cycle. Makes sense. Fine. Then what happens is the ETF is announced. What is everybody going to do after the Bitcoin ETF is announced? Every trader is going to switch their bet from Bitcoin to ETH. And that changes the dynamic. Now, ETH has been kind of, as I said, struggling around a bit. But once it clears 1900, it gets really interesting. I think I put out a chart yesterday on the ETH chart on my Twitter feed. So what we've got is, it's an Elliott wave chart, and it's a beautiful technical pattern of this lovely kind of flag. So Elliott wave, you tend to get 5 wave advances, ABC declines in a bull market. So you had this wave up 1, it retraces all the way back down, doesn't make a new low. That's a wave 2. Then you start on what is a wave 3. Wave 3s are the big dynamic waves. But within that, it breaks down to subwaves. So this was wave 1. Wave 2 was the correction. And now if you break that, you go into what's known in the most exciting thing of Elliott wave is a 3 of 3. That's where you get the double acceleration point. What we've just seen in Solana feels like it's going to happen in ETH. Particularly now everybody's underweight ETH. People have seen the Solana move. Let's say the Bitcoin ETF comes. You break that trend line, which is about 1900, and before you know it, you're on your way to 2,500 and beyond.
In conclusion, the Ether rally, fueled by BlackRock's potential entry into the Ethereum ETF space, is shaping up to be more than just a short-lived surge. As major asset managers prepare to embrace cryptocurrencies, we're in for exciting times in the digital asset space. Will Ethereum hit $3,000 and beyond? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.